Hey, what up everyone? Welcome to another video. In this video, I will be grinding AWS and yeah, let's get started. So first of all, I will be what? Alright, as you can see right here, we have the AWS console. So what I'm trying to do now is basically, why the fuck is this shit not switching, bro? I swear to God, like I was trying to switch this shit, but it's not switching for some reason. Feel me? I don't know why it's not switching up. What up? I'm gonna switch this real quick. Alright, whatever. So basically we're gonna try to build this real quick, and yeah, let's get started. So first of all, we have okay, so you can see that we have the cloud projects right here, so we're gonna try to build this. So first of all, we'll start with the fifth one, which is the hardest one. We'll build our way backwards from there. Alright, so the first one we have is the portfolio website hosted on S3 with CloudFront, SSL, and CI/CD. For this you need a certificate, so I can't really get that right now, but it's fine. So basically, let's go ahead and let's go to Singapore servers because that's closer to me, and we'll use a global DAX if we need it. So yeah, let's get started with that. So let's go ahead and create an application for this. So let's go ahead and create an application. I'm just gonna call it the port, or port W, because it's a portfolio website. And from there, let's go ahead and create this. So for resources, I'm gonna select the S3. So let's go ahead and select S3 real quick. Alright, so first project S3. No, that's not what I'm trying to select. So let me just click next and try to get through this first. So I'm gonna just click next, and I'm gonna create this application real quick. Let me add those resources later. So what I'm gonna do next is I'm going to, in fact, I can't add resources here, so I'm gonna try to do something different here. So I can't add resources. I don't think I can add resources, to be honest. S3. Yeah, I don't think I can add resources. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna try something here, which is I'm gonna go ahead and open S3, and right here we're gonna create this bucket. So we're gonna call it the port W bucket. Alright, so we can select a location, but we're gonna go with this one. We're gonna disable ACLs for now, and we're going to disable block, and we're going to make sure this is applicable to block public and cross account secure access to acknowledge. We'll just add these settings later on because I can't be asked to go through each of them individually. So to any no, we shouldn't block that. So once we do that, we can use for server-side encryption, we can use the S3 bucket. So let's create another bucket actually for that. So yeah, management keys, we could use KMS. We could use either of them, but I think honestly KMS might be a little more secure. But yeah, we'll go with S3 for now, and let's create this bucket. Once we create that bucket, we're gonna go ahead and open CloudFront. So this is CloudFront real quick, and we're gonna create a distribution network, and we'll create it via HTTPS via ACM, which is access control management. So let's go ahead and make this name this what do you call this thing again? First, where is it? Where is the thing? I forgot where it was. Ports SW bucket, right? So you want to just name this ports SW, and then you want to call it distribution. And yeah, once you do that, you can just go ahead and sort of multi-tenant architecture. No, not really. So let's go ahead and say ports SW distribution. Alright, so we'll call it ports SW distribution just to have the description as well. We don't need a domain for now because that's costly, and we'll host it on the right kind of S3 bucket. So that's ports S3 SW bucket. Let's choose that, and let's go ahead, and origin path by default it's going to be, you know, the root, which is this. So we'll keep it empty and allow private access bucket access to CloudFront. That's fine. Use recommended origin settings, so we'll go with that one for now. And now we do not need security protections. We could use monitor mode. We don't really have that under specification, so we'll go with off for now, just to avoid any unnecessary bills. And we'll create the distribution. So now we have the distribution, the CDN connected with the S3 bucket. So we got to make sure we only enable secure configuration, which means we need to set up a security group for like the secure configuration, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and call this security group, security groups, and within security groups we're going to go into VPC, and let's click on create VPC, and we'll make a security group called ports SW. We'll name it ports SW security or VPC. This way we could auto generate that actually. Ports SW VPC or security. Let's call it ports SW, that's fine. So we have the whole subnets and the internet gateways, VPCs and everything configured automatically over here. So we'll edit the settings as soon as we're done with that. So we have the public subnets, as you can see, the public subnet, we have the private subnet. So we have that. So we have the subnet and the CIDR as well. So we'll do it with the first and second availability zone. And we'll have one in per availability zone. And let's create this VPC. So now that we created this VPC, we can actually have control over the security groups, right? So let's see what we can do there, because we should only inbound wise we should only allow HTTPS, and outbound also we should only allow HTTPS, which means HTTP over secure HTTP, right? So once that is done, let's go ahead and name the security groups, and let's go to EC2 feature. I'm going to create a distribution. We're going to call it, let me delete this real quick, delete security groups. I'll try to delete one of these. Okay, I can't delete that one. Can I delete this? Okay, never mind. So I can't delete any of both of these. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to create a new security group. We're going to call it ports SW bucket, but except we're going to call it ports SW. We'll call it SG. Okay, ports SW SG only loves HTTPS inbound and outbound traffic. Cool. So now we'll select the ports SW VPC, which is the one we have right here, and we're going to allow not all traffic. We're going to allow only HTTPS. Where is it? HTTPS, and we're going to allow through. For now, let's enable from everywhere. Ports SW SG loves HTTPS based traffic from anywhere. Okay, that's what we do with 0. And yeah, from there we'll create this. What's this? No, we'll go ahead and create a security group. So what we can do is we can actually add a CloudWatch logs. So as you can see, like we are supposed to use that. So for DNS system, I can't actually use that because you need to buy a domain for that. So let's go to DNS. So you need to connect a custom domain onto the DNS system. So the way we're going to do it is basically we're going to select register a domain. No, we have to configure the traffic flow. We'll create hosted zones now. Configure resolvers. No. Register a domain. No. So let's go to configure traffic flow. And so we have this test policy, but we'll go ahead and call this ports SW's policy only for ports SW project. Okay, let's go ahead and create that. So now we have this one. Let's go ahead and add a IP address in IPv4 format. Yeah, we'll go with that one. So now you can see that we have this policy, right? So the thing is, we have this, we need to sort of link this to a distribution network. So let's go ahead and make this. Okay, so we'll do, I don't know what the real name, what name of the CloudFront CloudNet was. I think it was CloudFront port system. So it's this one, which is we copy paste that. There we go. So now we can just keep this key, as you can see, and we can have that just like that. So apart from that, do we need any other? I don't know if we need any other distribution networks, but we'll go to VPC, and as you can see, we have the VPC created. I mean the routing created. So we have the subnets, the public subnets and the private subnets going through the NAT gateway, as you can see, and then we have the public subnets which are going through the internet gateway, right? So which are all in this VPC. So if we go to, you can see that over here, if you go to your VPCs, you can see both PostSW. So yeah, that's cool, but we're still not done yet. So we have the subnets, as you can see. So I'm actually going to delete some of these subnets because I don't really need these. So delete. Cool. I don't think I can delete this one. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so now that we have this, okay, now that we have the route tables as well, I think we have the route tables. Yeah, we have the route tables as well. We're going to try, and so as you can see, we have the subnet association for these route tables, and then we have the routes as well configured over here. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and make GitHub Actions or code pipeline for auto deploy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually use this repository as an example. Okay, so we'll use 31st. It's a very simple project. We'll use this one as an example. So we're going to create a repository. We'll call it 31st, and we'll create this repository 31st. Let's link that one. Cool. So now that we have this repository, we're going to link this one with the code pipeline. So let's go ahead and select code pipeline. So let's make a trigger from for CI/CD from code pipeline. So let's go ahead and sign in to GitHub Desktop, so it's easier. 1 second. Oh crap, hold up. I gotta charge my phone. Okay, so I have not charged my phone, so I can't get my ID. How am I gonna approach that? Okay, so pretty much what we need to do here is we just need to use, let's say, what's this? Deployment. So the deployment, we can create a whole CI/CD pipeline using Terraform. No, CloudFormation, it's fine. So we'll do a simple pipeline, custom pipeline. Let's say project, let's say port W pipeline. Alright, so we'll go for queued. Select the, yeah. So we create a bucket for like the artifact stores. So let's go ahead and make this new bucket. Alright, so we're gonna call this ports pipeline bucket. We'll go ahead and create this default bucket real quick. Alright, so we're gonna click on the fuck? Why is it not working? Why is it not created? Alright. Custom pipeline. Pipeline, there we go. Fuck. Okay, there we go. Alright, so we'll go ahead and name this ports bucket, as you can see. And we'll go ahead and select the default AMS keys. So once we're done with that, we're going to select GitHub as a trigger. So yeah, we'll go with GitHub via what? Via GitHub app actually. Connect to GitHub. I'm not logged in on this, so that's gonna be a little annoying. But Yeah, I'm not logged in on this, so it's gonna be really annoying to like log in, because I have not, okay, so I have not configured this on this specific browser, because I'm on my AWS console is over here, so it's not gonna work, is it? Okay, well, all right. So CI/CD, okay, code pipeline for auto deploy, that's fine. Cool. I can't deploy this because it's fucked over here. But yeah, pretty much it's just a CI/CD pipeline. And once you get the CI/CD pipeline running, you can even use Jenkins for orchestration if you want. But for now, we can't deploy it because of this fucking shit. So let's go ahead and try to build something here. But yeah, so we have the, where is it? Port. Alright, let me see if I can get this. Sports W. So as you can see, we have this bucket, right? So through CDN, so we can upload like a, we just get like a random file. This website. I'm going to save a copy of this. I'm going to upload this one. And let's do, I'm up. So now uploading for some reason. It's not uploading for some reason, so it's fucking annoying. I'm gonna just upload this one real quick. Alright, so we have this, and let's go ahead and upload this one. Sorry. We don't need intelligent tiering because we don't need infrequent access either. We'll go for normal for now. Alright. Yeah, we'll go ahead and upload. There we go. It's uploaded. Let's see what sort of URI we are assigned to. No. Okay, so I can access it from here, but that doesn't exactly mean it's right. Say for 15 minutes I can access this. Yeah, there we go. It's downloading this. So there's more to it that I don't quite see right now, but interesting. Hold up. Alright, in the meantime, we're going to try to build another project, which is the fourth one. So the fourth one, we're going to call it Secure V. So Secure V is basically Secure VPC network. So yeah, we'll build this one. So we'll go to VPC. So we close all this. We'll call it VPC. And we'll create a subnet as well. So we're going to create, we'll call this Secure V. And from there, we're going to create the subnets and stuff as well, as you can see, one per availability zone. And we create this. We should be good to go in a bit. And once that is done, we can have the, so we do have this connected with the availability zones as well. So Bastion host, so we can EC2 into it, which means we need to set some inbound rules. Usually security groups are the ones that set the inbound rules. So let's go ahead and create the security group. Okay, so let's go ahead and open EC2. And let's create an EC2 instance. We're going to call this, we'll call this dashboard. We'll go with admin. Cool. So we'll select the I think it's this one, I'm not too sure. Let me try security group. Fuck. Alright. Ports SW security group. So we're gonna rename this to ports SW security group. Cool. So inbound rules, as you can see, we can just add one more rule. So we'll do SSH and we'll make it 0. Fuck. Alright, let me say secure SSH, secure shell only. Save that. There we go. So boom, just like that. So what we're gonna do next is we're gonna try to so we have the security group, right? We have the inbound traffic as well, as you can see. So SSH only. So now that we have that, we can into private EC2. So we can have this for the private EC2, as in, where is it? Oh, this. We'll call this private EC2 security. Okay, should we relaunch this one? So okay, well, T2 micro, and then this should have more. I'm not too sure. Okay, actually no, we don't have more. So we have this VPC, but I need a security group. So this is the SG, as you can see. I'm gonna copy this real quick and we're gonna try to see if I can find this one. I can't find it. Why is it gone? Whoop. Okay. I should be able to like add this to give it that. Yeah, we love that. There we go. So we'll make it private. So we'll make it like only my IP. Private EC2. And NSELs SG. Yeah, that's fine. CloudWatch. Enable monitoring. Actually, no, we'll disable it for now. Yeah, it should be fine. We'll launch this instance. VPC flow logs, so that's part of the flow. So we should go to flow logs and we'll create a bucket. Secure flow logs, and we'll go ahead and send these. Send to CloudWatch logs. Yeah, we'll send it. We could save those. Yeah, we'll save it here. And outside of that, we don't need. Yeah, we'll make a service role. So it's a temporary role, as you can see, and we'll have that as a blueprint. So we'll create that. Valid destination logo is required. Log group is required. So we'll send it to bucket then. Say flow logs bucket. I just created that one. I mean, I actually did not. So you know what? Alright. Where is it? Fuck. Let me copy this, paste that here. I can't create this for some reason. It's so annoying. Alright, up. Okay. That's annoying. But yeah, so let's create the CloudWatch instance. Let me just try to create this shit. Hold up. Alright, so dashboard. We'll create a dashboard. We'll call it tracking. We don't really need to. We'll have an explorer. Now we'll have logs. Flow logs, that's what we need to monitor. So we can just literally We'll go with this. Interesting. So we need log groups. Okay, that's interesting. So we need a log group, a VPC flow log group, in order to, so let me say, create that. There we go. There we go. So now it should be tracking that. So as you can see, we have a secure V tracking. So let me just delete this. We don't need these. But for VPC net gateways, you can watch it from here. Can I drag this? Never mind. Well, we have that, so that's pretty good. So we have a flow logs group as well, so that's pretty good. And yeah, so SSH into private EC2, VPC subnets, yeah, that's fine. Dockerized services, that's okay. I need my GitHub to be registered, so I can go for this one. So it's the same procedure over here. ECR, once again, I need to have my GitHub registered for CI/CD. Fargate, once again, all CI/CD. So this is mainly CI/CD. And Docker, so it's all CI/CD. Once again, CI serverless. So this is simple, right? So we'll do serverless R. So let's do API gateway. And we'll make this real quick. I'm gonna create a REST API. We'll call it serverless RT. Okay, serverless RT project. We'll go for regional, that's fine. Okay, so we have this. So we'll create a method. A get method. Can make some functions, so we don't really have any right now, so that's fine. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to make some functions real quick. So I'm going to try this real quick. Let me do that. So we can create a function called serverless RT first, or main. Go with node for now, that's fine. Node's fine. Yeah, I don't need this right now because this doesn't mention anything for the stack, so we'll stick to the stack, right? And from there, no, we don't need any of these. We'll create a new role. We don't need any of these. We'll create a new role. That's fine. Create that function. Once that is done, we're going to link that over here, right here, as a get method. Okay, so we have the serverless RT main, so we're gonna have a API trigger. We'll trigger from here. So do open for now. We don't need specific users because it's not a private one for now. So we'll do add. Alright, so once I trigger this, we can just do an SNS topic. So I don't really have any SNS topics yet. So we'll do, let's go to the layers. We'll add some code right here. Testing the project. Cool, test it as well. We don't need that. So yeah, once we do that, we can make this work. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make this share to DynamoDB. So let's say, for example, to an SNS topic. So how we're gonna do that, right? So it's not S3 bucket, so it's not that simple. So let's go ahead and say Dino. Alright. So we're gonna create some tables. We'll call it main. We'll have the admin partition key as a admin. We'll go for save settings, but infrequent access I don't need that provisioned. I guess we'll stick to about, yeah, we'll do like 5 units per each for read and write. We'll turn off this. We'll keep it very limited. I'll keep it to maximum of like 5. Actually no, we can keep it maximum to 5. Alright, so what we do next is we can, I love the way that you are doing all of this. Hey, love the way that you are learning from all of this from ChatGPT. Yeah, everything was from ChatGPT, bro. I mean, so all this was literally ChatGPT. Local index, turn on delete protection. I don't think I need that right now. Okay, so let's create this table. From where did you learn the basics of cloud computing? I used the roadmap asset and ChatGPT. It was like somewhere like AWS. There we go. This was basically what I followed. And I used this for like clicking and checking what's on. And I also used a lot of ChatGPT and a lot of practical. Not a lot of practical. That was my problem. I would recommend doing the practical more often. That's like what really teaches you, but it's a little risky because like the costs and stuff, like managing those is like you will find yourself like writing to Amazon customer support because I got multiple bills that were way too expensive. Serverless RT main. Streams. How do I make a stream? Okay, exports and streams. How do I create a stream? Stream detail. Status is off. Okay, we'll create a data stream, I guess. No. We'll create a new stream. We'll call it stream. Provisioned, no. We do on demand. Create a data stream. Alright. So once that is done, we'll have SNS and SQS. So let's go for SNS. Let's go to create an SNS topic. So first in, first out. First in, first out, we'll use standard for now, because I don't really want grouped IDs, because I might incorporate it with the emails. So yeah, that's the problem. So outside of that scope, what else is available? We don't need X-ray right now. We need topic owner. Yeah, it should be fine. Is optional for now. We'll go with this. We have an SNS topic. Now we'll create an SQSQ or SCS. So we'll make an SNS topic. So that's easier. It's more reliable. So we'll have a SQSQ where we can queue it properly. So we'll create a SQSQ that we can send this properly. So we'll send it to test SQS for now. Dead letter queue, yeah. We send the dead letters to the same queue, but again, this is not the way to do it. So once that is done, we'll create the subscription. And what we do next is okay, seems like we can create the subscription. It's fine. Okay, there we go. So what we're going to do is now we're going to try and link through the Lambda. Where is it? Through Lambda. Right. We're going to link the API endpoint, the final response, to SNS. So we have SNS on success. We'll make it go to this. We'll save that. So the SNS then calls, where is it? So the SNS then calls to the subscription, which is basically SNS, where is it? So SNS basically calls to serverless RT right here. This is the subscription, so which is the SQS, as you can see, which is the endpoint. So it's going for the test SQS right now, as you can see. So yeah, basically sends it to that. On success, basically. On success, we will send it to the serverless RT SNS, which is the project. So yeah, outside of that scope, we'll add a destination. When things don't go as planned, let's go ahead and save that in a bucket. For example, I'll use this one, the old bucket. And when it fails, basically, we'll save that. And that should do the job. So yeah, we've created the DynamoDB with streams, but yeah, we'll close that. We don't need this for now. So we need a data stream, so we need to create a data stream. Interesting. I think I already created one, so I'll try refreshing. Okay, there we go. So shard count. What is a shard count? A database or a data stream is divided into 4 parts or shards. Interesting. Unique identified sequence of data records in a stream. Interesting. Okay. Okay, we'll stick with 4 for now. Yeah, microsecond is fine. Cool. Point proves serverless expertise, event-driven architecture, dynamically scalable. So it's like a workflow, right? Like as in, right? Right. So we have this. Well, this is not really much because we need to have multiple layers of this, I'm pretty sure. It's more complicated than that. No. Yep. Let's see. This is the easiest project. So with a RDS Postgres database, you link it to a VPC with all this, and then you have a auto scaling group which reports the which has a CI/CD automated CI/CD pipeline with a front end and a back end, and hosting that is basically with the CloudFront distribution. So that's this first project, which is the easiest one. That's core infra. Okay. So I'll tell you what. Right now, my brain is kind of flooded. So I need to clear my like AWS account low-key because it's like super bugged out. Trust me, like everything's like super cluttered. So I need to clear my AWS account and properly like redo this, like from here onwards, like from the back to the front. The way it gets easier and easier and easier, basically. So yeah, I think I'll quit for now. I mean, stop for now because my neck's killing me. But yeah, we'll get back